Hi guys, I just uploaded a video regarding spiritually haunted dolls. This is just a quick update, okay? Okay. Right. The thing with haunted dolls on eBay, yeah, people will try to fob you off saying that they are spiritually haunted. People will fake stories behind dolls that have no spirit attachments to them whatsoever in hope to make a fast buck, yeah. As I say, what you want to do is, if you're going to buy a haunted doll, check out the eBay sellers, read their feedback, and go from there. Thing is, like, even though they have good feedback with, you know, they could have sold 50, 100 dolls, you know, or whatever, and, you know, a lot of people have been happy because they feel like they've had actual activities or some kind of communication with the spirit inside the doll. You know, even that person who may have a very high reputation on her spirit dolls, there is always a possibility where that spirit is no longer attached to that doll. It could have moved on, or if it is attached to the doll, it may have just gone dormant. It don't mean it's still going to be active when you actually buy the doll from the eBay seller. Even with someone who has a large collection of dolls and they have a website, you know, and there's a story behind it, it don't mean that the spirit is still residing on the doll and that when you buy it, you're going to get all the activity that is behind the information behind the doll. You know, if the spirit is still there and they're willing to communicate, then they will do. If they don't, then they won't. That's it, you know, kind of thing. As I say, people will falsely put dolls up with a story behind it and just, you know, hope they sell the doll and, you know, voila, they've made 20, 30, 40 pound off you, and, you know, they probably got the doll given to them, or they probably gone to the charity shop and bought them and, you know, thinking, yeah, that doll's all, you know, it looks haunted to me, yeah, I'm going to put a story behind it. And they don't have the ability to sense, you know, if there is anything in there. Unless they're real paranormal investigators with the ability to, like, sense spirits like I can. You know, even some of the dolls, as I say, like, you know, I have sensed that there is some kind of energy attached to the doll, but it's up to the spirit that may reside in the doll wants to communicate with me or not, you know. They might just be happy that I've picked them up, paid for, you know, their vessel, bought it home, and they got a new home, you know. If I was the spirit inside of a doll, I wouldn't like to be sitting around on a shelf somewhere, you know, especially in the shop. I wouldn't mind it for a little while because then I'll get to see, you know, what kind of people come in. And maybe if I had that energy, I'll try to, like, use my energy to attract someone and get them to come over and pick me up and take them home. But the thing is, I say, is like, you just don't know about spirit dolls. They may have spirits attached to them. They may not. They might just be dormant, or they just don't want to talk to you, you know. You know, like this one here. This is like the clown from the mystery box. You know, I got K2 meter hits off it. The temperature was changing on my millimeter. But when I tried to do a Ouija board session, Abby told me that he don't want to talk to me yet. Maybe because he's not ready to talk to me. Maybe because he's trying to build up the energy so he can come through and talk to me on the Ouija board. Maybe he didn't have the energy to talk on the ghost box or even on the EVP, you know, kind of thing. I'm just going by the information that was given to me from the seller. And again, I'll read out the information regarding Ender, that's his name, Ender, cheeky haunted clown, Ender May, move your items around in your home without your consent, and they may play tricks on your eyes, like seeing figures around in your hallways. Well, I always see like shadows moving around, but it's very rare that things move around. And the other night, something moved on my table beside me. What it was, I do not know. It kind of like was like a little thump. Then it's like the sound of rolling and another thump, and that was it. And I'm, you know, it was like loud enough for me to hear, and I'm thinking, well, what the hell was that? And I'm trying to find out what it was. Couldn't find nothing. So was it him? Possibly, I don't know. You know, it's kind of strange though that, you know, it's saying on the note that, you know, he can move things around, and whatever it was did sound like something's moving around on my table beside me. So is it active? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We can't prove that the spirits, if there's a spirit in the doll, is spiritually active or not. You know, it. You know, let's say Ender had a spirit attached to it, yeah, and he's the one who's making it happen. Okay, maybe so. You know, if it keeps happening, you know, you keep getting those things going on. You know, the sounds of things being moved around. You know, seeing shadows, and he's the only one that, you know, you've got in your entire house, then yeah, you know, you've got proof that something's attached to that doll. Now, I've got over 150 dolls, and I see shadows all the time, kind of thing. A little bit spooky sometimes, but I've got, you know, kind of used to seeing shadows. But if you are in paranormal and you ain't got no dolls at all, you know, and you buy a so-called haunted doll, and, you know, when you get it, and it does what it says on the letter, then yeah, you've got spirit active. You know, you've got something active in your doll. God, I feel like my finger's been pushed back then. And that, you know, I just put the video up saying like it can be anything. It can be dolls, it can be watches, clocks, jewelry. You know, it can be photos. You know, I've seen people get a mystery box like I've got with dolls, jewelry, and that photo, and they put a K2 meter on it, and, you know, those get spikes on every object. But even with a K2 meter, it doesn't really prove that that object is haunted or spiritually active. There could be something that generated in EMF energy to manipulate the K2 meter near the objects they got, you know. So really, when you're buying something that's supposed to be spiritually active inside of a vessel, being jewelry, a doll, a clock, whatever, you know, it's just hearsay information from the seller. And, you know, it's up to you to believe the seller with the information put behind the doll, or, you know, the other objects that may have something spiritually attached to it, watch, clock, you know, clothing, whatever. There has been a story where someone bought a piece of haunted clothing, and every time they hung it up, they found it in another location, like on the bed or on the floor or somewhere else, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, it hasn't always got to be haunted dolls. I know a lot of people want dolls because, as I said, you know, a doll resembles a human being, and spirits like to be remembered, so they attach themselves probably to dolls more than anything else. But, you know, if, for instance, like, you know, I had a camera, for instance, and, you know, I loved my camera so much that when I died, I'm going to, like, stick my energy to it, you know. Well, my energy is already on it. But, you know, when I die, I'll probably put my soul, my energy, you know, whatever I can. And, I, you know, if I want to somehow make it active, then I will do. And that's what I think, you know, spirits do. But with dolls, they mainly do it with dolls because, like, a doll is, you know, more of a lifelike figure, I suppose. So it's up to you. You're going to buy a doll. If you buy one, you know, look at the seller's inventory, check the feedback, and if they got good feedback and no negative ones, then you got a seller which has a lot of like spiritually active vessels, dolls, watches, clocks, whatever. Divot boxes is a hit and miss. Why would someone sell a divot box on eBay when they've had nothing but live in hell, a shitload of negativity, whatever? They rather would get rid of it than give it to someone else, unless the spirits inside the box was that evil that it somehow told the person to sell the box to someone else, so that other person who buys the box gets the same or even more activity from it. Real divot boxes are very, very, very rare to buy on eBay. Very rare. I've had 3 boxes myself, and total BS, man. Total BS. Little wooden boxes, which are supposed to have spirits attached inside them, evil demonic ones. When I was given them, I knew for a fact that there's nothing attached to them whatsoever. It was that gut feeling. And when I said I'm going to open it, a lot of you guys were like, no, don't, it's going to be evil, it might attack you, Steve, we get concerned. My gut feeling told me there was nothing in it. And I opened it and proved it right, that there wasn't nothing attached to it. But someone might turn around and say, well, it may not happen now. You're saying like dolls can have spirits attached to them and they can go dormant, and they may not do nothing for a while, just like a divot box. If they ain't got the energy when they are released, they're gonna like hang around, build up the energy, and they're gonna give you living hell. Well, maybe so, but then that's down to me for opening the box. And the box in the kitchen, I had 2 cards in there, just 2 cards, and they're both the same kind of card. I like a voucher card or whatever it was, from like the early 1900s, probably about 1914, 1915 or something, same kind of card. And that's all what was inside it. So if you expect to get a divot box and find like a treasure trove of like haunted items that's going to give you so much activity, it ain't going to happen. It won't happen. People manufacture their own divot box, put a few bits and pieces in it, seals it up, and that's it. Done. Let's put it on the divot box, put a little story behind it, and hopefully someone's going to buy it, and that fool is going to give me money, and when they get it, they think they're going to have all this activity. Ha, 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 ha. Well, I'm $100 richer, and they're $100 poorer, because nothing's going to fucking happen. And nothing does happen. Unless you've got living proof that, something is really haunted. You've got, like, videos of where they've done, like, a seance. Things have moved. They put something on the box, and the objects jumped off the box. Or, you've got EVPs. You've got orbs coming out of the box. You've got that video evidence, then, I would say there's something with the box. But no one puts videos up. No one will say to you, well, this is what happened. If you've got any queries, get back to me. How many people actually go to that person and say, well, do you have that proof that it's actually spiritually active? No, sorry, it's just we bought the doll, we've done a quick seance and that's it. Well, surely they can do a video of them doing the seance and seeing what kind of response they got, whether it being a Ouija board, ghost box, EVP, shadow movement or whatever. I know some people will probably say, well, I just don't have the time because I've got so many vessels I'm going through each day. And it's just, you take my word for it kind of thing. Look at my feedback. People have bought stuff and they've all said that they've had some kind of activity. And that's probably someone who has got more of a better understand reputation by selling possible haunted stuff. But Dubbik boxes, do not waste your time unless you've got the proof that it's spiritually active. There's some kind of evil, demonic, captivity, you know, on video or whatever, then you're wasting your time. Unless they've got proof that it is, like, you know, spiritually active. Now, don't get Dubbik boxes is to hold a negative, evil spirit in. You know, do you really want to open a box and have that negativity? I know I said, like, you know, it's something that some paranormal investigators want because they want to kind of like see what happens. You know, they might be willing and strong enough to handle that kind of negativity, but you just don't know how dark that spirit may be inside it. You know, they could have caught a demon and trapped a demon inside. Do you want like a red-eyed demon running around your house and like throwing things around and smashing your place up and affecting everyone in your house? If you do, then you're crazy. You know, I've only got these boxes because, you know, Rose actually bought the boxes and she says that there was something negative on them. Because I say, like, it doesn't mean that they're actually inside the box. They could actually be on the outside of the box as well. And, you know, if they feel like or know that they're going to be moved on, they might detach themselves and like reattach themselves onto something else in the house. And when I get it, it's just like an empty vessel. And like, yeah, you know, I was a little bit kind of like concerned and a little bit afraid to open the box in case I did unleash something like dark and demonic. But that's a thing that I had to take a chance on. And if anything happened to me, it's my own stupid fault. But I knew there wasn't nothing attached to them. You know, it was my gut feeling. Even my spirit guides said, like, you know, I don't think there is anything attached to it, but, you know, just be on the safe side, you know, be careful, you know. And I'm always got, you know, my Bible, holy water, blessed salt, you know, crucifixes around me as a kind of protection. But if there's something really evil in that box, I don't go and worry about a crucifix and blessed water, you know, a few prayers. No, if they're that strong, that evil, they can somehow bypass that. You know, they might fuck off into the other room once you're finished, and, you know, making you think, oh, hallelujah, you know, I've cleared it, you know, it's gone. But no, they're actually hiding in a little dark part of the house, waiting for a few days to give you more shit, you know, kind of thing. The only way you're going to get rid of a dark, demonic, evil spirit, even a demon, is through a priest by doing a house exorcism. Do you really want that dark, evil shit in your house? Think about it, you know. Think on what it may do to your family as well. No, I'm here on my own. I've got a cat. I do get a bit worried about the cat sometimes, but, you know, when I try looking for something, I don't look for that dark stuff. I try to find something which is like either mischievous or, you know, a little bit evil, but not crazy evil, you know. I'm just trying to find that one thing where it will cause some kind of poltergeist activity, you know, like seeing a cup move in front of me and I'm actually catching the recording, that evidence. But I don't want it like something where it's picking up things and throwing it at my head and smashing everything up, you know. I want a friendly Casper that way, where they, hey, friendly customer, can you levitate my remote control? And suddenly you see the remote control lift up, you know. Okay, can you put it down gently? And it goes down gently. Hey, Casper, can you help me to clear the kitchen out? You know, it's a bit trashy out there. Can you help me to clean up? Go out, and then it's like spotless clean. You only lift the finger, you know. That ain't going to happen, but it'd be fucking good if it did happen, you know, kind of thing. Get a nice, you know, friendly spirit that is willing to do a few tricks for you, you know, kind of thing, and able you to capture that trick, that movement or whatever. It ain't going to happen. It's just more pure luck that we actually capture anything on camera anyway. If you're going to buy a Dubbik box, read the story behind it. Check the feedback out. If you buy it, be fucking prepared, you know, because if there is something evil attached to it, it could possibly fuck you over once and for all. And not just you, your family as well. So be very careful on buying a Dubbik box, right? You know, I admit, I'll come clean. Over the last few days, I have been looking for Dubbik boxes myself, but there ain't none. The only Dubbik box that I've seen is the one in India, where they got two for sale for about $4,000. If you're going to buy a Dubbik box for $4,000, and the other thing is, right, if someone was really selling a Dubbik box, which is really, honestly, spiritually active, yeah, they want to get rid of it as soon as possible, yeah. They're going to get rid of it for whatever price they can get. So it's either going to be like a bid kind of auction, or they're going to say, like, you know, 20 quid, you know, because like that's how much it's probably going to cost you to get rid of it. Just to cover the cost of like postage. You know, they ain't going to want to make money out of it. And they will probably put down in the listing, like, you know, be very careful. You know, we have had this activity. You know, we've got proof of the activity. It may, like, kind of like interfere with your life and your family's life, blah, blah, blah. You know, they will write a particular strong warning. Yeah, okay, there's been a couple of Dubbik boxes on eBay and people have bought them, but they bought them at cheap prices, not, you know, stupid outstanding prices like $100 to $300 or anything like that. It's always been a low price, just like the Spirited doll. You know, people ain't out there, or some people ain't out there to make a huge amount of profit on the Spirited doll. Because really what you're doing is, when you're buying a Spirited doll, you're not just buying a doll. In one way, you're buying a person, a dead person as well, which is kind of like sad, I suppose. And people say, well, why are you buying them? The reason I get them is because I want to try to communicate with that person, find out who they are, where they come from, if there's any story behind them, if they got a message they want to pass on, and possibly, you know, help to move on if they've not moved on. It's not so much buying the person itself, it's more trying to, like, getting them to help them in one way. You know, if I got a haunted doll and I was able to, like, you know, communicate with them and said, you know, do you need crossing over? And they said, yeah. And I've done a prayer and it seemed to help them cross over. And suddenly I'm not getting nothing off that doll anymore. At least I know that, you know, I've helped that person, I've crossed them over and the doll is empty. And then, like, you know, I can just sell the doll as a plain empty festival doll, you know, or just keep it or give it away or whatever, you know, kind of thing. But with Dubbik boxes, that's another matter. You know, if you start getting a crazy load of crap going on and it's like interrupting you, you know, it's making you seriously ill, you know, it's like throwing things around, you know, like a poltergeist kind of thing, you know, how are you going to get rid of it? Are you going to do the same thing as like the original seller? Are you going to, like, sell it cheap, or are you going to, like, try to make money off it? Now, anyone making money off the paranormal is, like, kind of like, in my book, you know, not so much of a low life, you know, loser, but, you know, I just don't like people making profit. Even when I was making my devices, I was the lowest person on eBay. I was just covering the costs of the actual, you know, the cost of the building equipment, the cost of the postage, the wear and tear, and I probably would have added like £10 on from the time of building it, and that was it. You know, like, my DC boxes were going out for about £35–40, and, like, you know, you got to consider the cost of buying all the parts and building it, the cost of electricity, the cost of, like, you know, the wear and tear of, like, you know, your soldering iron, your screwdrivers and stuff like that. You know, I was making probably about £10, if that. You know, and I saw other people selling the same type of device that I've been building for £70, nearly double. And I think that's just greedy. But usually with spirit dolls, You know, if you see that someone's selling spirit dolls for less than like £25–30, then that ain't a bad price actually, because if you go and buy a new doll in a shop nowadays, you're practically paying for that anyway, you know, 25–30 quid. But it depends on the size of the doll, you know. You know, I've got from small dolls like that up to like big dolls like that kind of thing. And I've actually been asked if I would sell some of my dolls to people, and I said no, because I come like grow on me. You know, I just don't want to really get rid of any of them. But you know, just be careful when you buy anything, you know, which may have some kind of attachment. Because even, let's say if a doll has a spirit attached to it, it may come out and seem friendly, but it might not be. It might be some evil spirit that's, you know, trying to gain your trust, you know, communicate with you. And once, like, you know, you've kind of like bonded, I suppose, then, you know, all hell could break loose, I suppose. Oh, I've got chills all down my arm now. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to drink my drink. I'm actually trying to watch some movies, Paranormal Entity 1, 2, and 3. And I'm still watching number 1. And I've stopped it about 3 times to do these videos for you guys. So anyway, let me just quickly see what's on here. Hello, Ian. I can't do one tonight because I'm up early tomorrow morning. I'll probably do one tomorrow night, but tonight I can't do one. Not stream anyway. That's why I'm doing these now, because I need to be tucked up in bed early tonight. So I've got to go to that horrible job centre and be there at 9 o'clock, and I don't want to be late. So yeah, tomorrow I'll probably do one. So hello, Haunted Paranormal. Hello, Ian. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Paranormal White Noise. Hello, Sarah. Who is it here? Charmy. Jackie. No, as I say, like with dolls, I normally feel like it's like an energy with my dolls. Like, you know, if I go and pick up a doll from a charity shop, it's like to me it's like a little mini static charge. You know, like pins and needles, kind of like prickling sensation, and you know, you might feel like a bit of a cold chill run down your bones. You know, and you might feel like a little bit nauseous, you know, kind of thing. So there's different ways, you know, you can pick up on a spirited doll, I suppose. I pick them up and they affect me in different ways. But if it's like a doll which ain't got nothing attached to them, then I don't get any of those. You know, it's just like, no, put it back. Sorry, well, you're a nice doll. Bye. Not active. Well, no, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more Dubbik boxes out there, but they've not been put on eBay for sale because the people that own them just does not want people to have that evil, negative energies around the home. And I suppose, like with a lot of Dubbik boxes, are handed down to either a collect. I have seen someone collect Dubbik boxes actually on YouTube, and it's very rarely he opens them. Or sometimes they're given to like Jewish people who know how to like control with them and, you know, get rid of them in a proper manner. But there's probably a load of Dubbik boxes out there, but, you know, hidden, put behind closed doors where they can't harm anyone. I suppose a lot of them are probably buried as well. Hello, Shadow. That's what I said, like with a doll, you know, if you're going to do like experiments with a so-called haunted doll, right, it's going to take 4 or 5 times, you know, to see if there is anything, you know, see if you get any kind of communication. And, you know, after the 5th time, you know, then it's possible there's nothing attached to them. But, you know, saying that, it could be, but they just don't want to talk to you, you know. So, you know, if they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to talk to you. Now, they might cause some activity, but, you know, they don't want to talk to you, they ain't going to do it. They say there's more ghosts on the planet than we expect there to be. There's like about 5 times more ghosts than there are living people, apparently. And they can work that, I don't know, but you know, I've had dolls from Genty, Rose, Cat Angel. No, the one I got from Cat Angel, Samantha, she told me on what kind of things Samantha does. And, you know Cat has got a lot of dolls, and I've seen Cat do things with, like, Samantha. I didn't expect to get what I got, and I did, you know. Cat said she likes mucking around, you know, with devices. And when I got her, all my devices was going off, you know, K2 meters, REM pods, DVD boxes, mil meters were like changing different temperatures. I was getting, you know, like cold flutters of like cold around me, you know, weird smells, everything, you know, kind of thing. And I communicated her, you know, several times, and I just felt like that's enough, you know, she needs to be left alone. And that was it. Sometimes I still bring her in if I want to talk to her, and if she's willing to talk to me, she'll talk to me. She ain't. But the last time I brought her in, she didn't really use many of the devices like she used to. No, spirits get fed up using the same old shit, I suppose. That's why I keep saying, like, you know, if I could afford it, I would buy more equipment, and hopefully, like, you know, it may get her interested to try it out. But it's all down to funding, as I keep saying. Hello, Rusty. Yeah, I'm going to go offline. I'm going to try and watch my bloody 3 Paranormal Entity movies. I'm still halfway through the first one. You know, that first one should have finished by now, but I've done 2 bloody videos. So in a minute, I'm actually going to go and watch the other half and watch the other 2. And after I watch the other 2, so that means 3 movies, I'm then going to try and get an early night into bed. So I've done this video mainly for Jeffrey Higgins, who said he's actually ordered a Dubbik box. All right, so right, that sound coming through the audio. Right, so anyway, I'm off. I'll catch you later, guys. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not doing a stream tonight because I've got to be up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I need to get an early night because over the last week and a half I've been going to bed 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's not doing me no good. So I am needing to try to get an early night tonight because I've got to go to the job centre tomorrow as well, and I need to get back home for any like deliveries as well. So that means staying awake till I fall asleep and I miss it. And it means waiting for it to be re-delivered again. So I'll catch you tomorrow night. All right, see you later.